Hello, everyone. Welcome to Jets of Time, where we play Jets of Time Chrono Trigger Randomizer. And on the docket today, we have Azure Kale, Lord Batsy, and Zelfer running through. And this is all a restream. It's all an ASYNC races for a few weeks yet. I am Aku Haish, going to be your commentator today, and the tracker. All right, we're going to be starting all of the videos here soon. I did run this seed. I forgot everything about it. All right, we got a Luca and Robo start. Seeing two people go check, or all of them checking out a shop. Or Batsy getting the Xenon Bridge early. We got Lord Batsy and Azure Kale doing some grinding in the forest. Getting a nice shelter for the prize, and napalm for Luca. Zelford checking out all of the different shops available. And I'm just having some technical issues with my Discord not wanting to keep up. So my commentary might be a little bit late. I apologize about my end. And we got Asher Kill coming into the cathedral early. Zelfer checked some of the early checks. And and we see Asher getting Marl. Alright, so Carpenter had Thomas Pop. And Jerky was the sale item. Alright, Zelfer going with the early Denadoro fight. A fight I'm starting to get into because you get 2 early techs. While Azure is going to the back of Cathedral. Lord Batsy finishing up her early game checks, getting more tabs. Yeah, I'll do that early Denadoro fight more if I have like Magus or Ayla in my team. And I'm seeing lots of shop checks that I skip. Now that power tab in the forest can be strong. More if we do get a +4 tab. And all 3 of our runners are in the cathedral right now. One's in the back, gonna find out what the random boss is, and the other 2 are starting out. Yeah, with the Denadoro fight, you get the first 2 techs, which is what I'm liking. Otherwise, you get the second tech here in the cathedral fight. We got Hekran in the back as our random fight. Should not be too hard of a fight. Has 1,000 HP or a little bit over. And Luca having napalm makes it easy to get through, or should be easy. We got some math going on in chat, figuring out how much tech points that Denadoro fight gives with the double tech point glitch. And it is even more so when we learn 2 techs. Azure taking down Hekran, so we can see what the princess character is. And with what's going in chat, I almost should write down for the new player tourney coming up in a few months that is still being worked out. And I think I saw Fire 2 as Luca's 3rd tech. So a nice early fire tackle. We got Magus, which is a better spot for him since he already has his first tech, 1 or 2 techs ready, and we don't have to wait for him to learn his first tech after quite a few tech points. Wondering where Azure is going to go next while Zelfer is fighting Hekran. Okay, Azure is going straight into Hekran's cave after fighting Hekran. And with this being a restream of races already done, lots of interesting things can happen. Zelfer taking down his Hekran fight, as Lord Batsy's entering her Hekran fight. And Marl can bring another party member back from dead if needed. Hopefully never needed. Zephyrs gonna find his Magus in the princess spot. I wonder what teams these three players are going to be going with. Yeah, we always like Magus early, but not too early. And Lord Batsy finishes her Heckran fight. Seems like Zephyrs trying to follow Azure and catch up. I believe one. Yeah, the Dactyl, Proto, and Burrow start with 3. And I believe the Princess Spot Castle starts with 1. And we see a random Dalton in Heckran's cave. Random Dalton in what we are now calling Dalton's Cave. And I'd rather see Dalton here earlier than later on, where he's actually hard to get past. And Lord Batsy's gonna show us what item the chef gives us for Xenon Bridge. And Dalton has no reactions for lightning magic. But he will counter the other 3 elements. And it seems like Lord Batsy did not want that item that Xenon Bridge would have given us. Two people down on Azure's side with Magus up. Yeah, knowledge is power, and when you can get a check where you can see what the item is really good. And all 3 of our runners are following each other going into Dalton's cave. Nice long drawn out Dalton fight. And he does opposite magic attacks. Getting to him is easy. And checking Zenith Bridge can be a quick check. Check, reset, go on, level up someplace. And Azure not doing well in his first attempt, gonna attempt it again. Hopefully does a lot better this time. Zelfer and Azure are fighting Dalton at the same time. And I am a big proponent for checking the early checks, which is a Snail Stop and Carpenter, especially if you have Frog and one of them is the Grand Leon. Tremendous attack power at that point. So watching Zelfer deal more fire damage to Dalton and getting Ice Tube back. I think we're going to have 3 Dalton fights at once here pretty soon. Zelfer finishing off Dalton. And that's something I forget to do a lot, is turn in that bromide for those 3 tabs. So that'll be sitting there for quite a while. Could be powered up by quite a bit. And Tabin is giving us the gate key. So now we can unlock magic for Luca. The only one in the party that needs to unlock magic on Zelfer's side. And it looks like Azure is done with Dalton and going to leave and probably come back later after leveling up someplace else. As we see Lord Batsy starting her Dalton fight. And there's no shame in going back out and coming back after a while. We see some nice fire tackles going on, dealing 1200 damage. Azure checking carpenter spot. Getting that soda from the freezer. Should be nice and slushy by now. Pour it on the grave. Open up Giant's Claw. Zelfer is unlocking magic. Going around the room 3 times, how I go around it. Nice and round, not straight. Yeah, Kyo made a nice big list and I forgot what they all were. Yeah, I think we should pin that somewhere, somehow. And saying nope to that moonstone, I do not blame anyone for noping out of that one. That could just sit there and look pretty on the shelf. And SVJ with that rate of 7. Zelfer's going to, looks like going to attempt the Sunken Desert. With any water magic makes it a lot easier. Nice, Lord Batsy winning over Dalton. His fuming exit. So we now have divergence. Azure going up Denadoro Mountain, Zelfer checking Sunken Desert. So one's going up, the other's going down. And Lord Batsy's gonna go and get her gate key. Hopefully unlock magic right away. Zelfer gaining some easy levels on these enemies, going down to Ret Knight. Getting some decent items, shield, barrier, elixir, mid-ethers. I think you forgot to do something there, Batsy. Zelfer. Alright, checking Dactyl Nest. Nice level 15 character up here with 3 techs unlocked. More than likely we'll need, or maybe need to unlock magic for Chrono if you find him here. To unlock magic for everyone. Top of Ret Knight is down on Zelfer's side. We got a gold rock. on Denadora Mountain, which is not going to do much right now. Oh, Zelfer took out middle, went from top to middle to bottom, and taking out Retinite nice and easy looking. And with Robo, we can see what nice item is here in the present. Azure beating up Masa and Mune. One more encounter for Lord Batsy, and then we'll see what the character is. Some nice Antipode 2 action for an instant KO. Zelfer is going to get... Well, look at the shop first. But while he's pulling Robo down, we see Nizbel on Azure's side and Frog on Dactyl Nest. And Fiona Shrine giving us pendant, so we can go to the future. I think we're hoping for a rock on Zelfer's side, a specific one. We got the black rock. Yeah, we can go everywhere we want now, knowing where those two items are, the gate key and the pendant. Lord Batsy unlocking magic the traditional way, hugging the walls all the way around. Azure working on Nizbel. Yeah, with the walls around to get magic, you just have to hit the corners and go across the door. Those are where the checks are. And you have to go down through the corners in order. And as you're taking down Nizbel, so we can see what's on top of Denadora Mountain for our troubles. And Zelfer sent Luca into the jail for stealing the pendant. And we're getting the ruby knife on top of the Denadoro Mountains. Batsy's in the reptite layer hoping for a good dig spot. And she got it. Get some nice loot. Hopefully it's good stuff. And that is very rare to see. The second dig spot on that secret side. Well, Azure would very much appreciate that. And Azure is not going up against Ret Knight. Okay, I think he's gonna check out the Xenon Bridge item. And Batsy is going to see what boss we have over here. The Zephyr is going to take on the Dragon Tank here in about 30 seconds. And we got Golem Boss for Lord Batsy. Deal enough damage, get those free experience and tech points. Level up and gain a tech or two. And getting the secret game too. Zephyr using his rock to destroy the Dragon Tank in one attack. And Azure is going through Xenon, see what drop it is, and wanting to keep the item there. But with Dreamstone and Ruby Knife, that's 2 parts of 3 for that go mode. And I would do it at that point. Golem Boss is down, giving lots of XP and tech points. And unlocked Flare for Luca and Uzi Punch. Lord Batsy got the nice bent hilt. And with Frog, could be a Magus go mode. Lord Batsy remembering to turn in that bromide to get those few extra tabs. And we see a Lavos spawn on the bridge. Just have to do 1,000 damage to its head and it will go down. Or a little over 1,000. Zilfer taking down Guardian. Gonna see what awesome thing is here. Yeah, about this time after getting the bromide is when I turn in the bromide too, instead of right away. Zelfer checking out what's in the back of this dome. Lord Batsy running up the mountain. So we're gonna see what the awesome key item is. Asher is going to be extremely happy after he gets through Dalton, because he'll be in go mode. Zelfer is getting the clone. They kept the clone nice and safe in the future for the party of heroes to come in. So we just need the trigger for Zelfer to have a different go mode. And Lord Batsy to find the other piece of the broken sword to have all three go modes. Azure should have a much easier time this time going through Dalton. And there's an ongoing joke with some of the other game modes that there's always a piece of the Masamune on Denadoro. So Azure with his Dalton fight. Gonna be a nice, smooth Dalton fight. Got those extra levels over everyone else, so it should be faster than all the other Dalton fights. Lord Batsy going up against Nizbel. A little bit of Antipult 3 action to take out Nizbel. Zelfer going up against Son of Sun. If Marl has haste, now is a great time to use it. Otherwise, wait for the roulette shuffle. Batsy gonna get her item. Now Batsy needs one of two different things to have a go mode. Is Batsy gonna go for that one or try for a different go mode? Yep, she's gonna go for that one. And Azure taking Dalton Plus out of here. Winning his fight first try every time. Yeah, I don't think anyone really wanted to go through Magus' castle. Yeah, and I would go at the end of the boss fight. More because you can quit out or not have it by then. Yeah, Zelfer got Prism Shard from Son of Sun, and it's now going through Genodome. Good thing about Genodome is this little gauntlet in the beginning on this conveyor. Several fights, so you get several more levels. And I have seen it used as a grinding spot. Lord Bassy just has to take out Lavo's spawn here and to keep her Dream Zone and keep the go mode. And Genodome does take a while even with the conveyor skip. That was a very quick lava spawn fight. Azure learns magic. Zelfer's on the final fight of this gauntlet. And Lord Batsy getting some extra text because Marl's in the party. Looks like Zelfer is setting up for conveyor skip. Batsy and Azure are in the same dungeon fighting the reptites and running at close to the same time. Yeah, only if we could sell that necklace to Melchior. Does Asher know the way to get all the chests? Looks like it. 2, third chest, and last one. Zelfer shocking Luca. And if you got good movement, you can shock, open that top, get the Poyozo doll, and open that first door. All in one shock. But the timing is as tight as conveyor skip. As Zelfer looks like he's showing. And so close. And Azure found a regular golem that Batsy's gonna be going up against also. First try every time. Yeah, I think it's the 4th or 5th attempt is when you start losing time. Getting that speed tab and getting the robot to finish his circuit around. And Azure and Batsy are going to be trying to have the golem stay on fire because it stays as a single target attack. And I have not checked the timing because I get it first or at most second try myself. But these turrets up here, you just want to be faster than them and do a quick AoE, and you're fine for the rest of the stage. With some of these meme runs, like Ice Age, we have learned, or I have learned, how to go through Mount Woe in about 5 minutes. And with that conveyor skip, that's the only way of shortening Genodome. And both of our players getting the skip on the top levels. Zelfer is gonna go in and fight Mother Brain. So now can Batsy and Asher get the last skip right here? As easy as that. Now we have a Black Tyranno with a random element. And a little Azala. Azala has very high physical defense, so you use magic to take her out and then wait for the defense to be lowered on the Black Tyranno and take that big giant thing out as quickly as you can before it attempts to wipe out your party. And Zelfer found a Robo's ribbon at Genodome, which will help out Robo a lot. Now Zelfer does get the Moonstone. Well, with Marl and the Prism Shard, it is 2 additional checks. Just have to go through time and go through that animation a couple of times. And I don't mind going through King's Trial if I have the powered up Moonstone. And it's even better when you have Marl as a powered up party member too. And that top button spawns a save point in that room over there. The bottom left button drops the floors. The bottom right button drops 2 enemies. So Lord Batsy is going to go up against Azala and Black Tyranno for the first time. One Antipode 3 takes out Azala. So moving on to Black Tyranno phase fast. Azure Kale still on his Black Tyranno. And we get and we'll be seeing the difference between Fire Tackle and Antipode strats. And Black Tyranno has a lot of hit points. And we hate seeing those nuke attacks, but they happen. And with Boss Rando, the boss HP can be vanilla or increased by 25% or 50%. And I think we found a high-rolled Black Tyranno with a regular rolled Azala. Well, and Zelfer found a Chrono Trigger. So that is a go mode. If he checks anything else, like what Melchior would have, it's not going to really help him. Azure taking down his Tyranno. And we see a slash, super slash on Zelfer's side. Lord Bassi still super tackling the Tyranno head. And there goes Super Slash. Super Slash forgot to keep his magic defense. So it becomes a lot easier than regular Slash. Come on, Lord Bassi, you can do it. Several more, or a couple more fire tackles should be enough. There it is. That was the last one. And Azure going straight up to probably see what the new shop has. Zelfer is checking to see what Melchior has down here in the basement. And Melchior is giving us the Hero Medal. The Hero Medal would help with that fraud character who is on Dactyl Nest. And in the high-tiered shop on Azure's side, we see amulets and full ethers, I think it was. So we got two different go modes, one Lavos and one Zeal. And that's one thing I do like about this randomizer is you can have multiple go modes in one race. We got a flea, a regular flea, as our first random boss going down the Ocean Palace. getting that swag tab that I like to get to. You have just enough time to get it and get to the tree. And I think we are going to see 2 flea fights at once. Zelfer getting past that first skip, but getting into the second encounter. Maybe it'll be a good drop. And the crackers drop nothing. I think Zelfer's just happy to have a different go mode, and he's just excited and wants to fight everything through his excitement. Share the love and joy. We got 2 teams the same, but we got 2 party members that are the same in all 3 teams. Well, with 1 character down, Flea does not do that counterattack anymore. That stare counterattack. That's how I deal with Flea. Like, I hope 1 character goes down and I leave them down. And we'll see what the boss is. And it is a mutant on top of Death Peak. And it is Mega Mutant. Yeah, it is hard to have someone die in Flea Fight before Stare. Hope it happens, but otherwise with Stare, hope 1 dies. And my end, I think that would be the best change for the logic. So Zelfer is pushing the shell in, or pushing the mutant and climbing the mutant. Azure also finishing his Flea Fight. Bassy checking this chest over here, which I believe is a high-tiered chest. The full tonic's not bad to get at all. And Batsy going to the grind spot after this one little fight. And we're gonna see how far Batsy and Azure are going to grind in our awesome grind spot. And Zelfer is starting his Omen. And if we even had the blue rock, it'd be until now that we could use it. I think it requires laser spin on Robo. Yeah, this is one of those heavier thinking randomizers. 2 different go mode or 2 different final dungeons. What characters do you have? What equipment do you have? And some of the other randomizers, it's get the base equipment and just go fight the final boss. And Zelfer has no grind spots, but the goons give as much tech points as the eyes do that I like to skip. It's hard to hit those eyes. Batsy and Azure are going to have an interesting elevator fight with those scouters. With no frog squash or dino tail. That's about the only toughish fight for normal enemies. Zelfer is just going to run through, go through the bosses, level up while he's running through. Batsy's team is level 27 all the way through. Nice boss eye skips on Zelfer's side. Leaving the grinding spot at different levels, it does depend on the equipment that you have. If if you got really good equipment that deals a lot of damage, you can leave earlier. If the tabs are really nice, you can leave earlier. And that's all more dependent upon how hard you can hit the final bosses. And when you talk about damage, it's level plus power, or weapon power plus level. For showing us all of the different ways to skip everything. Getting 1 mega elixir out of these chests and seeing what this new shop has. This shop is selling mega elixirs and speed belts. And I'm going to say that it's faster to be safe, which being safe can be grinding a little bit extra, than it is to taking a death and retrying over and over again. And we just have to find out where our safe spot is. Azure continuing his grind, making sure he can just walk through everything. Zelfer checking out this really nice high-tiered chest for an Aeon suit. Well, that was a nice quick orb skip. Yeah, and some of these boss orbs, it is faster to get into the fight and run than to wait for the skip. Lord Batsy on her elevator fight. And Azure continuing on from the grind spot. Zelfer is getting closer and closer to the final boss gauntlet. And I've heard rumors that there are fights in this room that Zelfer is in. And I believe that these areas are similar because, well, made in the same time period by the same people, as far as lore goes. And Batsy's getting close to being done with her scouting fight, as we see a lava spawn popping up on Zelfer's side as the start of the random boss gauntlet. Zelfer doing a very nice AoE for 4,000 damage. Gonna take that counter attack. Yeah, when I do scout skip, I come in from the right side and just press up. Kind of like the Magus Castle bird skip. And as you're taking out his scouters, Zelfer getting some elevator fights. Yeah, check out Moon Blizzard's videos. I can explain how I do it, but that's about it. And we got more Nizbel. Nizbel's so awesome we get double Nizbels. And as you're getting Scouter Skip, and Azure's doing it how I do it, run up the right side and walk out. Except I don't walk that far off to the side. It is Nizbel 2 to the second power. I'm just gonna say yes to that Zelfer. Not answer it properly at all. As Lord Batsy finishes her Nizbel fight, Azure Kale starts his Nizbel fight. And Zelfer is going to come up to the next random boss. This would be the Terra Mutant in regular, in not boss rando. And it is a Terra Mutant. And Terra Mutant should not be hard with that nice triple tech that Zelfer is using. And we see Lavos, first spot on Batsy's side. Doing some nice fire tackles. Azure Kale is done with his Nizbel. That little bit of extra grinding, getting Azure up to deal more damage. And what is obstacle today? An obstacle is slow. So not a horrible one, but it can be kind of bad when you're not attacking as fast as you should be. The Azure Kale is going off with his Lavos fight. Azure Kale doing Antipode 3 and Dark Matter strats. Lord Bassy gonna show us a different way to beat up Lavos. I'm gonna assume Fire Tackle. Giga Mutant is almost down. Just have to take out that top part. Azure Kale throwing that knife at the Mammon machine. And we're gonna figure out what obstacle is, which is slow. Zelfer is done with his Giga Mutant fight. And we got one more random boss fight on Zelfer's side to see before Seal. And we got two Lavos fights going on at the same time. Ooh, Marl goes down. Nice beef, chunky Robo. Yeah, that is about the worst thing about slow is you're not getting your attacks in. You're not able to get attacks in. Sometimes it is good to go in, figure out what the obstacle is, come back out, and come in prepared for obstacle. And with this being an async race, we have no idea when anyone else is finishing until after we're all done. We get to see Zeal on Zelfer's side. Then we get to hear awesome Magus music on Zeal 3. Azure taking down Lavos 1 and gonna get his save point for Lavos 2. Zelfer taking down Zeal 1, getting the menu glitch to go up against Mammon Machine. We are seeing the emergence of Lavos 2 on Azure's side. Zelfer pointing out something good is you can haste yourself, which is the opposite of the slow status effect, which would negate slow and give you haste instead. Zelfer just destroying the Mammon Machine. One arm is down on Azure's side, trying to take down the second arm to be able to hit the main Lavos 2. Zelfer going up against Zeal 3. Ooh, Marl down. Yeah. Lavos 2 is not having it today. Good job, Batsy. Got through Lavos 1. Gonna get that save point. Yeah, and I will stick with Lavos 1 for that save point myself. Otherwise, you're coming in after cutscenes, wasting a bit of time to get to Lavos 2 and 3. But it can save you time if you can get through Lavos 2 and 3 after a nice new shop again. Zelfer got Halation, so he's a little over halfway done with his Zeal 3 fight. Gonna use that Mega Elixir and continue on and finish off the Zeal fight. As Azure and Batsy are going up against Lavos 2 at the same time. Arms are down. Final phase of Lavos 2. Getting one of those attacks, nukish attacks, can feel bad, but if you survive it, it's not too bad. Zelfer finishing Zeal 3 and having a finish time of 1 hour 46 minutes and 14 seconds. Azure entering Lavos 3. And Lord Batsy finishing off her Lavos 2. Azure got his menu glitch. And Batsy getting her menu glitch to put on those awesome prism specs. A little bit of healing, MP recharge, and on to Lavos 3 fully healed up. And Lavos can be the tougher final boss to go up against since he is more RNG dependent. We don't know if he's going to be slap happy or go through the different phases, and each phase has a different attack associated with it, or each time zone. As you're taking out middle bit, so he can damage right bit, which is the true Lavos. Once that bit goes down, the fight is over. And Batsy is looking like she's going left bit strats. Getting slapped. But with life 2, it's not too bad. Bring up your person back at full. Taking out left bit. And this way, Batsy can do AoE spells to take out middle and heavily damage right bit. The right bit shuts off defense on Batsy's side. And to pull 3. And Robo for healing or Uzi Punch. As you're still continuing to work on middle bit strats and damaging right bit with single target attacks. Or Batsy just going all out with the AoE attacks. Taking out middle bit and gonna get that counter attack. Whoever initiates the attack gets the counter. And Safe Out will heavily reduce the damage you take because it is a physical based counter attack. And Azure Kill taking out right bit and has a finish time of 1 hour 52 minutes 38 seconds. Lava's Core puts the defense back on and says, oh, middle bit is gone, I have to take my defense back off. So now some nice awesome fire tackles to finish it. That was a slight misclick. It happens, everyone. I've done it plenty of times myself. Cursor just decides to not move over. And Lord Bassi takes it out anyway with an AoE and gets a finish time of 1 hour, 53 minutes, 46 seconds. So all three of these runners sub 2 hour boss random. So thank you all for coming in, enjoying my commentary. Thank you runners for running the seed and letting us restream it. And I'm your commentator, Aku Haish. Have a good night, everyone.